से वतन में, उस मीठे से वतन में हो अव्यक्त वतन में हम उड़ के चले जाएं, ओ हम उड़ के चले जाएं, वतन में है ठहरे हुए बाबा हमारे लिए हो वतन में है ठहरे हुए बाबा हमारे लिए कर रहे हैं इंतजार घर ले जाने के लिए आकारी बन करके हम वतन में जाएंगे हम उड़ के चले जाएं ओ हम उड़ के चले जाएं उस प्यारे से वतन में उस प्यारे से वतन में उस मीठे से वतन में हो अव्यक्त वतन में हो हम उड़ के चले जाएं उस प्यारे से वतन में हो उस मीठे से वतन में
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vyakti Parivar and happy Sadguruvar. Today is very special day. It's January 21st and it's very much special for Vyakti Parivar because first time Avyakt Bab Dada spoke Murli on January 21st. And today's bhog is very, very special and it's specially offered on behalf of our Akhand Bhatti because we did 4 days Akhand Bhatti and today was the last day and we are concluding that and also very special bhog and Didi especially took Yad Pyar for all those who were attending Avyakti Parivar 100% and let's see what Bhadada has to say to special ones who had attended this Avyakti Parivar 100% in 2020. Okay, now we'll listen from Mohini Didi.
Giving love remembrances to Baba. And I said, Baba, we have brought book for you on behalf of Avyakti Parivar, all the souls. Baba, with lot of love, accepted both. And today, Baba's drishti, it's always of love and power. But Baba was, through drishti, sharing, showering lot of blessings for everyone. Blessing in Hindi is called Vardhan. Vardhan means everyone, something special Baba was giving. And after that, Baba said, 21st is a day when Baba, Sakar Baba, changed the form and came as Avyakt, in Avyakt form. So Baba said, Baba is asking children that you all have to make efforts, but some are making efforts on their own, and some are making efforts based on the blessings. So I was smiling, Baba, looking at Baba, and Baba said, when you make efforts, you get blessing. So when you get blessing, you still make efforts, but there is difference. So how many of you think you are making efforts based on blessing or only making efforts? So I was looking at Baba, I said, how we will know the difference? Hmm? Because Baba said that when you are making effort based on blessing, you will be obstacle free. And you will find that at every step, there is Baba's help. And at every step, you will feel as if Baba is giving you something extra, bonus. And then if you are only making efforts just with knowledge, yoga, but not with blessings, then you will find that it's a lot of efforts. Sometimes you have to labor, sometimes struggle. Baba said, now is the time through Baba's drishti, by following Shrimad and making good quality effort. Take blessing from Baba. So then I said, Baba, I thought everyone gets blessing. Baba said, Baba gives everyone blessings, but everyone doesn't, they're not aware of their blessings. Otherwise, Baba gave blessing inwardly, regularly. So create the awareness of the blessing and make efforts. Create the awareness of blessing and make efforts. And then you will see completely different. You will be very, very light. You find everything very easy. You will experience Baba with you. And after that, Baba said, you all saw that how Brahma Baba accomplished or completed his journey. He was not in the middle, but he reached to stage of completion, reached to angelic stage, and whatever he had to do in the task, he got that also accomplished. Baba says there are many, many, uh, some leave body when their stage is complete and they are ready. And there might be some who leave body but still haven't reached to complete stage. But Baba said each one of you should keep aim that I want to reach to that complete stage, because then after you become aware, right? You reach to your angelic stage, then the expansion and level of service will also change. It will be seen like when Brahma Baba left body, became angel, everyone experienced suddenly there was lot of expansion. Even we say it was Dadi Prakashmani, but actually, yes, she was the leader, but actually it was Avek Babdada. His service to the souls became completely different. So it's like keep aim that I have to complete my journey. Don't only think of I'm ever ready, I can leave body. No, am I complete? Pay attention to becoming complete and accomplish your journey of becoming angel. Baba says all children have this thought that yes, I can go. Baba says no, that shouldn't be the thought. thought is, I have to be angel before I leave. So when you leave in that stage, Baba says, then your part is very, very beautiful in the sense of the support you will give to Yajna. And even through your stage, the service which will be done will be completely different. So Baba said, that is why looking at Brahma Baba, you do that. And today I was when Baba came in Dadi Gulzar first time, because before Shiva Baba was coming in Brahma Baba, on 21st, Baba came in Dadi Gulzar. She offered bhog. She shared the message. And then in the end, Baba came and gave us drishti. And after that, of course, you know how many of you have read properly. Baba, how many questions we all had. Who will give Murli now? Baba is not here. How system will be? And Baba 1, 2, 3 clarified everything. Murli will be revised. Baba will come in Madhuban. And also then Dari Prakashmani. Uh, yeah, Baba's box. After that, we never had Baba's box during Brahma Baba's time. So many systems were made very, very clear. So after that, it was like we had to just follow the directions which Baba gave. So Baba said, just again, I said, Baba, we have so many Baba's, very, all Baba's children sincerely making effort and want to be awake, want to be perfect. But today, Bhog is offered on behalf of those who attended since March 27th, when we offered Bhog to Dari Janki. And there are some who never missed. So I said, Baba, Baba said, all children are special. Not only they are special. So I said, but Baba, they never miss it. So we calling them special. Baba said, no. Yes, they are special, but everyone is special. Baba's love, Baba's drishti, a blessing is towards everyone. So Baba said that, yes, give love remembrances to them and congratulations. But my love remembrances and blessings are, Baba said, for all the children. Everyone is special to Baba. So Baba gave lots of love remembrances, and especially to not only those who are attending, but whole team, translators and whatever you're all doing. Everyone, Baba wants to have say congratulations to them and gives blessing. Because Baba said you also have kept courage to continue. So if it was not team's courage, then we wouldn't have this program in the evening, every evening. So Baba gave love remembrances to everyone. And lots of love remembrances and good wishes. Om Shanti. Brahma Baba, after having vision and realizations, came to see her. He didn't take jewelry. Generally, whenever he will go, he will take new ornaments and jewelry because that's what a father who is jeweler will take for daughter. No? So she thought later on he will give. So her eye was on the briefcase that, yes, I will get. But then Baba start talking about jewels of knowledge. He start talking about soul, God, our relationship, our home, because he was sharing jewels of knowledge. And then when she realized that what he has found, then she accepted and she herself start taking knowledge. So sharing changes completely. Before, like in Lokik, whenever we go, we will take some Lokik gifts, right? And now, after knowledge, when we go, mm, so we take Baba's key ring or some spiritual gifts, and then we start explaining to them. That means our relationship becomes very alaukic. It's not that Baba says don't give, but because this whole aspect that we are souls changes completely. So that is called alaukic. Subrahma Baba uh, just told all laukiks, gave all laukiks gyan, and some decided to become part of a laukik family, and some didn't. So this awareness of soul and then soul conscious relationship. But when we really truly in the beginning become soul conscious, a new capacity, and that is intellect becomes subtle because you are connecting with something which is invisible. I am soul, not visible. Soul cannot be seen. If we look at others, oh, I'm looking at soul, but you can't see soul. It's our consciousness, but that's also invisible. So we call it subtle. We say thoughts, there are vibrations. Those who have subtle intellect, Baba said they could feel things. It's not only words. I remember Dadi Janki always says, oh, sometimes she used to share certain things, and there are some new ones sitting. Dadi, they won't understand. Or for anyone, she will say, well, those who have bhavna, there are some who will understand bhavna of my words, not meaning of the words. Some just take words, word by word. They only, they don't see that there is love behind it, there are feelings there. They only look at words. But Dari Janki always said, now those who are sensible will understand why this is being said. So subtle intellect. Feelings are subtle. Words are gross. It's like silence and sound. So just if same is with Murli, if I just go meaning of the words, yes, that's important to understand the meaning of the words too. But what is the feelings behind? What is the sense behind? What is the wisdom there? So subtle intellect will definitely capture all that. And this is also like if I want to go to Baba or subtle regions, so I have to really go beyond not only five elements, body conscious, but even no awareness of the physical world. But for that, there has to be attention that even during day, I do not get caught up into little physical things. We understand everyone has one's own nature. If someone says, I shouldn't feel, it's all right. because intentions are good, feelings are good, love is there, we are one family. But there are some, uh, because they are not able to feel that it's the love, it's the family, it's the feelings, but not go into words. Nimashanta Dadi used to teach us when we were young. It's all right. Everyone has a different way to act and say, hmm, but we know that there is a lot of love for each other. So then you don't react for little things. So subtle intellect remains beyond reactions, like Brahma Baba. Whether people abused him, criticized him, said so much for him, he kept smiling. It's their way of thinking, their way of speaking. Why should I take it? So that is really kind of subtle and power. And then Baba will give lot of good wishes to everyone. Let me serve them. And that's why in the end, Baba said, those who defame you, they are your friends. निंदा तुम्हारी जो करे मित्र हमारा वो भी हमारा मित्र we they are friends, those who are defaming you, because then you really think, no? So subtle intellect will take whatever is necessary. It's okay. Mhm. Not going to, just as I said, the words, the sound, but they will just feel more feelings, good feelings. Take good feelings. Once when Baba said, you should change even sorrow into happiness. When anything such happens, you just laugh and smile and make it light. So a logik way in relationship. I remember that, when I came young, I used to watch the relationship amongst dadis. It was very loving, very interactive, but uh, always reminding each other, do you remember Shibaba? Let's sit and revise morning Murli points. Lot of spiritual interaction in each other. There was a very common way, uh, Didi Manmohini, Shibaba, yaad hai? Are you in remembrance of Baba? And then she will say, I teach you what should be your answer. Answer should be, if you're remembering, thank you. If you're not remembering, still say thank you because you were reminded of Shiv Baba. So it was a very beautiful way. So alokik relationships are of happiness, of joy, of lightness, of sharing. But when body consciousness comes, there is sorrow, hurt, for little thing. Sometimes I really, but what is it, Nobody says, even if someone says, Mama used to say, where did it hurt you? Somebody said, I am hurt. So that's body consciousness. Body consciousness, looking at, and that's also in body consciousness. Otherwise, light-hearted and sweet and lovely, alokik relationships. So my personality should be alokik. My relationship should be alokik. And actually, my words, everything should be alokik. That means very subtle. So Brahma Baba from very beginning began this journey with subtleties in a very subtle way. So he was like an angel beyond. Otherwise, as much was opposition, he was just smiling watching drama. This is Shiv Baba's message I am giving. So he didn't take anything. So it was a very, very good example. And as today Baba said in message, that on 21st, after cremation, Baba left body 18th, 19th, 20th, two things. One, we were waiting for all Brahmins to arrive because some, from South India, by train, if they come, it takes 2 days. Other also is we wanted Baba's cremation to happen in the campus, which we didn't know if it's permitted because generally there are cremation grounds which are a little far. So we thought we need to get permit. So some of us were traveling to see, but then anyway we decided to do it, and that was the courtyard kind of where Baba used to play every evening badminton, cricket, and we all children used to play with Baba. So that's the spot where after cremation the ashes are buried under. And on the top of that, what we experienced from Baba as a tower, that memorial was created. So you all see that tower of peace, tower of knowledge, tower of love, tower of happiness. So we all also have to be tower means unshakable. No one can take away my happiness, peace, knowledge, love, nothing. I am unshakable and I am stable in these qualities. And that's only possible by becoming tower of silence. Baba had so much sound. He will speak, then go in silence. So we have to follow Brahma Baba. And as Baba said in message, we have to complete our journey, right? Become complete. So then the task of Baba also, the soul will support in a completely different way. So anyway, congratulations to everyone and our good wishes to everyone also. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, dear Mohini Didi, and greetings of love to everyone. And I had in mind for the past week or 2 weeks, I think, the thought to wonder how many days Avyakti Parivar has been going on since the beginning. And at the beginning of this session, Mohini Didi, I was just about to write to Bhumi and said, do you know, did you count how many days? But I keep thinking, when is this going to be 300? I don't know if it has been mentioned already, but I did the calculation just now 3 times to make sure I'm not making a mistake. Hopefully I'm not making a mistake. But today is 300 days of Avyakti Parivar.
Really? Mm-hmm.
Yes, I just made twice the calculation. I looked at my calendar, I counted days and month and everything. I think maybe I made a mistake, correct me, but I think it's 300 exactly to the day.
Oh,
So congratulations. I think everybody should clap to congratulate everyone, because this is incredible. 300 evenings on a row, nonstop. So our heart to you, Sister Mohini, for this being ready with Baba and bringing Baba to us 300 nights in a row. If you don't bring Baba to us, I don't know, we may be somewhere else watching something else. So very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a perfect, 300. It's incredible.
Wonderful.
So someone else can confirm, but I think this is 300 today, as of today.
That's why I wanted to thank the team that Not a single one has said, I won't do, I am busy, I am tired. No. Everyone, we all are together from very beginning. So
So I think there should be a memorial in the scripture. There will be some story coming up. If not, I will write one in copyright. I'll try to write a memorial. We'll look in the stories. I'm sure I'll find one and I'll take it. I'll give it to you before the end of January. It is a little bit like the Easter is a bit a memorial also of our time, because Jesus, when he passed away on 25th of December, but he was in the Easter time. He was born in 25th of December, and he came back 3 days later in the angelic form. So in Christianity, they say that 3 days after Christ passed away, he came back in a form of light. And the celebration in Easter is all these little eggs that are the memorial of our saligram. So we are in the Raazyukt Parivar Easter Angelic Day. I know you mentioned a few things, and we'll just take maybe one or two questions to stay within our time. And you clarified already subtle, spiritual, alokik, angelic. If we add the word Raazyukt, are we still in the same description, or angelic, alokik, Raazyukt are a little bit different?
see, Vyakt is which is visible, physical, and Avyakt is invisible. So that's how we can, if he wants to go in the words.
It goes in those pairs, gross, subtle.
Vyakt and Avyakt, Lokik and Alokik, and gross and subtle. Some have like gross intellect. They always will see gross things, not, as I said, feelings and intentions, and they're not subtle intellect.
So if I want to understand Brahma Baba's journey, we would say that he was alokik, but he became Raazyukt. So there was a shift.
Yeah. Alokik life will make you awake, because if you are in soul consciousness for yourself and in relationships, he was alokik. As soon as he understood that they are all souls, whether it was his family and business, all those people around him, he just started looking at them as souls and interacting as souls. And that's why he will not talk about worldly things, social things, never. It's surprising, no? Because generally, you will talk about knowledge, but you will also talk about many other things. But Brahma Baba never had that conversation. It's so interesting, right, to think of. Because all of us, yes, we are spiritual, but we still talk about certain things from the Lokik world, right? So Baba used to teach us what to read in newspaper. So because like on the third page in India's newspaper will be local news, first page, international, and then fourth, fifth will be other kinds of news. So Baba used to say, why you go further? You don't have to see which films are there or what happening, other kinds of events which were not very pleasant, or news like news. Baba himself will keep him aware of what is happening. But it was not much in conversation ever. We used to go and always some alokik conversations will be there. And then from there he ascended to a Vyakt angelic state.
The problem with the newspapers is sometimes they put the jokes at the last page. So you flip until you get the jokes. In Purity magazine, that's what they do. They put Mr. Wise at the end. So we feel we want to read until the end because there are recipes, jokes at the end.
That is all right.
But
sometimes when Purity come, we only read jokes and then we say articles we read later.
And So on the process of Brahma Baba, what do you think made him extra alokik? Since even somebody mentioned to me, they say we all want to become like him. But for the past 50 some years, he remained the only one in the Sutta region. No one has made it yet like him. So is it just a question of stage, or is it just his role?
Both.
Yeah.
Because he adopted the stage based on the role too. He recognized his role. See, from very beginning, how he was able to be a Lokik. He knew that he had to be instrument, example, and others will follow him because he's the first one, and he know exactly what to do, the way he understood. So he knew that we all will one day think about his life. So whatever he thought, he spoke, he did, he knew that we will be, we all will be following him. So from beginning, as far as I know, he was even doing Lokik work in the sense of karma yoga. You can just feel that it's different. We also do karma yoga, but Baba's personality, even while doing karma yoga, it's not that he won't be humorous or he was never serious, but even whatever way he will express his humor was also very spiritual and not very Lokik.
So how can we become like this more? I know we're all to a certain extent, but how can we become more like this? I feel sometimes as if to be subtle or to be avyakt or angelic is not like, if I'm told be generous, it's kind of easy. You can just extend your heart and give a little bit more. You're generous. Like if I'm told cut your hair, I mean, that's easy. But if I'm told gain some muscle, that's going to take time. So if I'm told be generous, it's easy. But if I'm told be angelic, I cannot force myself to be angelic. It seems it's a long-term thing, no?
No, you can't force it, but you will feel from your own self less interest in many things, and you don't want to talk into details of certain things. Like gradually you start feeling in yourself that there is transformation and you want to be more alokik than lokik. But then everyone's life is different. Let's say if you have to do a lokik job, you have to be lokik. But your personality, your everything is definitely becoming alokik to awake. Everyone, internally. I think when you look at yourself last year, last to last year, this year, you will say, yes, of course, I'm more alokik, more awake. Certain situations also help us to become that. Like today, these days, we all could spend more time on study and evening we can be together. So it's part, but also everyone is becoming more alokik, awake, and angelic also. No?
I want to abuse of that. Yes, I want to continue, but I know we want to stay within the time, and listening to you and listen and being, experiencing such a beautiful stage for the past few weeks in that Avyakt month. It's almost as if we want to become super alokik or extra alokik. We want to, move, because Brahma Baba must have, of course, catch something to such an extent that I feel I'm not catching, I'm missing something. Otherwise I'll be, people will have visions of me and they will be the Eric Putra River somewhere, but it's not happening yet.
No, your part also is different, no?
Oh, my part is
So
different. I still have to work at CBC.
definitely that stage is internally growing, becoming aware, then angelic. So
Yeah. I liked what you said, and I changed one word in my vocabulary many years ago because my sister heard me one day mentioning they were my lucky sister, and they asked me, "What is this? It doesn't sound good." No, I said, "You're my lucky sister." So now I call them, they're all my lucky sisters. They prefer that.
right, that's good.
Thank you, Mohini Didi. And let's see what the Gayatri Putra River brings to us.
Okay, thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
So lucky, brother. Thank you. And today it was, I didn't know quite how Sister Mohini would have taken up this subject of Alaukikta and the subtlety of having Alaukikta sanskaras. And I took the time to actually go through the Murli search to see how Baba described this word, Alaukikta. And Baba described Alaukikta as a combination of elevated thoughts, the power of pure attitude, and the vision of love and cooperation. And he said that when you had that combination of those three things, it almost settles inside of you like an attraction. I suppose it's something, Alaukikta would be something like a spiritual charisma. And because there is no discrepancy between what you, because what you think, that will get created. I suppose it gets created even in the negative. But with this Alaukikta, being in that Alaukikta stage or within the Alaukikta sanskaras, whatever those sanskaras feed to the mind, and the mind creates whatever you think you create. And then whatever you're feeling, your actual feelings will become Alaukikta. And that's what you're going to attract back to you, those kinds of feelings from others. And whatever you're remembering, you will become that. So, you know, if you're remembering Shiv Baba in terms of, or Bapdada for that matter, in terms of divinity, or your original sanskars or whatever, it would be easy for you to become that. And so I liked what Sister Mohini said when she says, a Lokik life makes you Avyakt. And your Avyakt life then makes you angelic. So if Brahma Baba, as soon as he had Gyan, he was able to move or, you know, to shift those sanskaras from gross to subtle, then that knowledge would have really ignited in him that Alaukikta, which I thought was a kind of spiritual ingenuity to do that. And so, yeah, so could we have the daily quote up? And so the daily quote, I think, that supports this Alaukikta with the three areas of what you think you create, what you feel you attract, and what you remember you become, looking at it as a spiritual ingenuity, a spiritual kind of ability to do something that is very creative, that is very innovative, that is very new. So on a very subtle level, not in a gross level, not in your mind, but really deep within your soul. And so the daily quote to support that is, the soul is the I, the soul is truth, the soul is life, the soul is blissful, the soul is peaceful. So they're all very short sentences. You might say, oh, it's quite a long thing if I have to write it 108 times or 36 times, but they're very short sentences, so it's quite easy to write. And finally, what I wanted to say that throughout all the days, we have been focusing a lot on Brahma Baba's life. And sometimes there might be the concern, are we focusing so much on Brahma Baba that it is removing us from the remembrance of Shiv Baba? Well, I just wanted to reassure everyone that the whole purpose of focusing on Brahma Baba's roots and sanskaras, it's because understanding his roots and sanskaras is actually going to bring us closer to Shiv Baba. Because all those roots and sanskaras, or what I'm calling the original sanskaras that got emerged within Brahma Baba, could have only happened because he was connected to the seed. He was connected to Shiv Baba. So even though for the month of January, we are focusing on his life, we are not removing him from his connection to Shiv Baba. And there is no way, as Sister Mohini said, she said so beautifully today, that she knew that Baba knew that there would come a time when we would look into his life and when we would maybe study his life, what he did, how he did it, his lifestyle, and many different factors of his life, because we want to come closer to Shiv Baba. And I think that that's what we're doing now. And so whenever we talk about these things, it's always under that canopy of Shiv Baba, how Shiv Baba helped him and to reach to that state of becoming Bap Saman, but also how Shiv Baba made him Bap Dada in the very, very early stages of Baba coming into his body. So even though there is a separation between the two, there's a very close connection. When we speak about one, we're actually reflecting the other. They're like a mirror image and they keep reflecting one another. So I just wanted to assure you that it wasn't removing you from Shiv Baba. It was actually getting you closer to Shiv Baba. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you very much. And Brother Eric, it was right. Today is perfectly 300 days actually. And we feel so good about it. And I would like to announce something, because when we saw these blessings, everyone felt very, very elevated just reading of all those blessings and feeling that, of course, everyone should get one. So yes, we will create one blessing for whole Avyakti Parivar. You send your name, you send your photo to Avyakti Parivar email address. We'll create one nice, beautiful blessing for you and we'll send it to you. That's the gift for this 300 days, like this. So this is how we will create for you. You just send your photo, your name, from where you are, and we'll send a beautiful blessing for you and we'll send it to you in email. So this will be the gift from Avyakti Parivar to Avyakti Parivar angels. I hope everyone will be very happy to receive such beautiful blessings. And this is for very special day on 21st of January, 300 days completed of Avyakti journey. And welcome to Avyakti journey.
माँ बाबा को एक जादू की डब्बी के रीति से देखा। जैसे कहते हैं कि जादू की डब्बी से जो मांगो वो मिल जाता है, जिसका आवाहन करो वो सामने आ जाता है। ऐसे ही साकार रूप में हमने ब्रह्मा बाबा को देखा। तो पहले पहले हमने जो साक्षात्कार किया वो बिल्कुल जैसे सूक्ष्म वतन, हजार चंद्रमा की चांदनी की रात आप इमर्ज करो अपने सामने तो कितनी अच्छी लाइट होंगी। और कितनी चमक होंगी। तो ऐसे लाइट ही लाइट का वतन था और उसी लाइट के बीच में ब्रह्मा बाबा ही, लेकिन लाइट रूप में था। तो हम तो समझ नहीं सके कि ये ब्रह्मा बाबा तो साकार में था ही ना। तो हम जब नीचे उतरी तो ब्रह्मा ने पूछा, तो जो हमने देखा वो हमने अपने भाषा में उस समय के हिसाब से सुनाया होगा। तो ब्रह्मा बाबा ही देखा। तो मम्मा कहे ब्रह्मा बाबा कैसे देखा, ब्रह्मा बाबा तो है। मेरा भी क्वेश्चन था ये, तो हमको समझ में नहीं आया। मम्मा मेरे को नहीं समझ में आता क्यों देखा, पता नहीं देखा यही। तो फिर मम्मा ने बाबा को बताया। तो फिर बाबा ने हमको अपने मकान में ले गया शांति के लिए। बाबा ने कहा ये देखने में आता है कि ड्रामा में कोई गुह्य रहस्य खुलना है, इसीलिए बच्ची को एकांत में ले जाता हूँ, फिर पूछूंगा क्या राज है। तो बाबा हमको अपने मकान में ले चले और वहाँ ब्रिजेंद्रा दादी जो है वो हमारे ड्यूटी में दी। फिर वो हमको कहती थी, तो तुम जब साक्षात्कार में जाती हो ना, क्योंकि लगातार मैं जाती रही 7-8 दिन, 6 बजे का टाइम जैसे निश्चित हो गए ना, हम घड़ी देखे नहीं देखे, लेकिन जैसे ही टाइम होता था और मैं समझती थी मैं गुम होने शुरू हो रही है, मुझे फीलिंग आती थी और फौरन ही मैं बैठ जाती थी। तो वो ब्रिजेंद्रा दादी ने मुझे कहा, तो तुम पूछो, जब तुम ब्रह्मा बाबा देखती हो ना तो उनसे पूछो तुम कौन हो। अभी मेरी हिम्मत भी तो होता पूछने की। तो जब मैं फिर बाबा को देखती थी तो फिर मैंने पूछा, तो आप कौन हो? तो उसने कहा मैं संपूर्ण मूर्ति हूँ। मैं खुश हो गई, संपूर्ण मूर्ति है। तो मैंने आके बाबा को सुनाया। बाबा उसने कहा मैं संपूर्ण मूर्ति। बाबा को संपूर्ण मूर्ति क्या, कौन सी संपूर्ण मूर्ति? तो इसी रीति से फिर जैसे जैसे हम जाते रहे तो ये राज स्पष्ट होता गया कि ये साकार बाबा जो है वो पुरुषार्थी ब्रह्मा है और ये जो हमको सूक्ष्म वतन में अव्यक्त ब्रह्मा दिखाई देता है, ये साकार ब्रह्मा की ही संपूर्ण स्टेज है। ब्रह्मा बाबा और अव्यक्त बाबा, फीचर्स तो वही देखने में आता है, लेकिन हड्डी मांस नहीं है। आपको ऐसे दूर से ऐसा ही अनुभव होगा जैसे साकार में बाबा खड़े हैं, लेकिन अगर आप बाबा को मिलेंगे तो आपको हड्डी मांस नहीं लगेगा, लाइट ही लाइट है। और आप भी लाइट में हो जाते हैं, बाबा भी लाइट में होता है, क्योंकि सूक्ष्म वतन में जब हम पहुंचते हैं तो हम भी अव्यक्त रूप में होते हैं। हमारा भी ये हड्डी मांस का शरीर नहीं होता है, तो आकार आकार से मिलन मनाते हैं। और भाषा भी वहाँ मूवी है, ऐसे टॉकी नहीं है। तो कई बार बाबा समझो थोड़े टाइम के बाद ब्रह्मा के पुरुषार्थी जीवन की लाइट और माइट कितने अंतर में आती जाती है वो इकट्ठा दिखाता था। समझो 5 रूप दिखाए, 2 साल पहले का, 1 साल पहले का, ऐसे 5-6 इकट्ठे ब्रह्मा के रूप दिखाते थे। और फिर बाबा हमको कहते थे, तो देखो ये साकार ब्रह्मा, अंतर तो सिर्फ लाइट और माइट का ही होता था, फीचर्स तो वही होते थे, लेकिन वो कैसे धीरे धीरे पुरुषार्थी ब्रह्मा पुरुषार्थ करके संपूर्णता को पा रहा है, समीप कैसे आ रहा है। अव्यक्त ब्रह्मा और ब्रह्मा बाबा के रूप कैसे समीप और समान हो रहे हैं, वो बाबा बीच बीच में हम लोगों को ये साक्षात्कार कराते थे, जिससे हमको समझ में आता था तो ब्रह्मा बाबा की स्टेज कैसे पुरुषार्थ द्वारा संपूर्णता के नजदीक आती जा रही है।
Om Shanti. So many secrets, right? So that was Dadi Gulzar ji, and her voice is a little different because it was kind of beginning time, and it was very interesting experience we had. And of course, it was in Hindi, so many of you might even don't know about all these things, and that's why we have brought to all of you. So thank you very much, Avekti team. And now let's say good night, goodbye to Baba, and say take drishti from Didi. Some of you have sent me text that they are not receiving email or anything. You need help from Avekti Parivar, please send email to us at avektiparivar@gmail.com, and we will look into it and we will send you whatever you will need. So please do send email to avektiparivar@gmail.com. Thank you. And now let's remember Baba.
आपका प्यार बाबा बरसता रहे, आपका प्यार बाबा बरसता रहे। हम सितारे यूं ही जगमगाते रहे। सामने आप हो, साथ में आप हो, सामने आप हो, साथ में आप हो। आपसे हम मिलन यूं मनाते रहे। आपका प्यार बाबा बरसता रहे। हुई खुशहाल है जिंदगानी, हो गए हैं सफल अपने हर पल। स्नेह सागर में ऐसे समाए, मिट गई मन की है सारी हलचल। यूं ही वरदानों का हाथ सिर पर रहे, यूं ही वरदानों का हाथ सिर पर रहे। हम दुआओं से दामन सजाते रहे। आपका प्यार बाबा बरसता रहे। आपका प्यार बाबा बरसता रहे। हम सितारे यूं ही जगमगाते रहे। आपका प्यार बाबा बरसता रहे।
Congratulations for making 300 days. It's Baba's wonder, right? Yeah. It's Baba's blessings, no, upon us. Right? Okay. Om Shanti. Good night. And we completed 4 days Akhand Bhatti. Many came hour, 2 hours. And so congratulations for that also. Okay. Lots of love from Baba on this day of Sadhguru. And good night, everyone. Om Shanti.